Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals. It's me, your host with the most, Dr. John Wolfenstein, and today we are back with some State of Decay. I'm doing this for two reasons. Um, I'm uh, I'm here for a few reasons. Number one, I wanted to play State of Decay 2, and probably I think one of my next big streams, aside from actually streaming, kind of making a D&D species or subclass or something like on stream. Like I think that might be fun. Let me know what you think. Also, I did play this game a little bit in the interim just to kind of get some stuff done. But so zombies and anime. Um Pardoname. I'm actually I talk about like so I love anime. I believe every anime deserves a fan base. I have watched a variety of anime. I will continue to watch anime, and I love the shit out of anime. Anime is a super big thing in my life. It always has been, always will be, and it's just fucking epic. Frankly, if you like anime, then I don't know how to help you at this point. For everybody, but if anyone actually like honestly tries to sell the bullshit that anime isn't like you're intentionally being ignorant, and I don't know if it's done out of malice, out of fear, or just you like to be a contrarian. But um I love anime, but recently I started to notice that I first of all I can't shoot. That's what I've noticed. You know. But so one thing I've noticed pretty pretty quickly is that with an anime with anime um but so problem I have with a lot of anime, especially fantasy anime where magic systems are involved, um um you run into this is usually said at least once. And I recently rewatched Freerun because Freerun is awesome. Frankly, if you haven't watched it at this point, I mean, you're doing a disservice to yourself. Freerun is definitely one of the better anime to come out in the last 5 years, I'd say. Definitely should be like something everybody has watched. It is that good. Now, in Freerun, I'm going to be talking about it, and so yes, there are spoilers. At this point, that's on you. And I have no time for your nonsense. Sorry, not sorry. But in Freerun, the exam to get the mage license or whatever, there is a scene, and there is a large part of that anime, a large part of that, where she's undergoing these trials with lesser magicians. And yes, they're lesser. Lesser mages, not anywhere near as skilled as her, and damn sure not even like they couldn't even imagine how powerful Freeman actually is. Which I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But the thing that's more important, I frankly need to address, is the comment made by the test arbiters. Um, so one of them being a shield mage, or like some kind of mage who specializes in defensive magic and barriers. He creates a barrier around the exam location and is convinced that it is unbreakable. And actually, stupidly, in my opinion, utters the phrase that the world will turn upside down if my barrier's broken, it will never happen. In Freeren's magic system in general, we are, and later on it's proven, but we're taught that in Freeren's magic system, belief is as important as actual power. Like the belief that something can happen is a power in and of itself. In fact, when a lot of the candidates for their final test, they show up before Miss, Grand Elf Magic Bitch, and she even like fails one of them, talking about you couldn't even imagine beating me, or you couldn't even imagine this certain thing. And magic is all about belief. If you can't even believe in this, then you can't believe in, you've already failed. And so she literally fails somebody because they don't believe hard enough in their own power, in their own magic, whatever the case may be. Their lack of belief is actually a negative. And she fails them and like says, "Get the hell out of my sight. You're a waste of my time." This same woman has allowed this test proctor to actually believe that the concept of never exists. And what I mean by that is simple. In Freeren's magic system, in Freeren in general, magic works on belief. So for instance, Miss Slicey Bitch, she like her power of belief will directly translate to her power. She believes she can cut something, so she will. She even says as much. And that's why, she's a terrible matchup against Miss Hair Magic, because oh, I know I can cut hair. I don't even need to believe it. This is easy because I know I can cut hair. I don't need to believe. It's a fact. Scissors can cut hair. Therefore, I've already won this contest, and womp womp sucks to suck. But again, we're told that early on, and she again shows that, oh, I don't need to believe. I don't need to try because I know I'm going to do this. I know I can cut. I know I can cut through your magic because I can cut hair. And again, perfectly acceptable. But that's kind of the problem. A proctor for this super special mage lady actually has the balls to say the words never. It can never happen. It will never happen. Like, that doesn't work. In the free run magic system, you could, if you said something like that, you should be laughed out of society as a mage. Like, you should straight up be a pariah. Like, they should stone you and like throw things at you because you're a fucking idiot. Because think about it this way: Freeran brings Fern to fight that demon, and this demon spent his whole life developing one spell. This spell will instantly kill any mage because it is so powerful, it is so deadly, it's an insta kill. So, but again, it scared everyone so bad that they spent the next 80 years dissecting this spell to insane levels just so that if this fucker ever came back or they ever had to deal with him again, they could defeat him. Think about that for a second. In Freeren's magic system, some guy, granted it's a demon, but literally a demon created a spell so terrifying and something that went against the fundamental nature of how mages understood magic that they mastered his spell and fucking made sure that it could never happen to them again. And what we got out of that was that one spell that he used, which again, Freerin has said, look, your magic has been studied so much that what was considered a miracle and the peak of magic at the time is now so commonplace as to be considered a move to learn. in the free Ren magic system, the words never, they should frankly, the words can never happen. Um, the words never should should not be in a mage's vocabulary in the setting of free, because by the very basis of their magic system, you know that can't work, because their magic system functions off of belief. To say never is to be a level of either stupid or ignorant, take your pick, that is unacceptable. Because again, if you truly believe never, then you suck at magic. And that's okay that you suck at magic, but let's not get it twisted. You suck at magic, and frankly, this head elf bitch shouldn't have fucking given you a title and let you be a proctor for her exam anyway. Like, again, it's a direct contradiction to how that fucking bitch runs her goddamn, like, special magic, like, grading program. So again, never should not exist in a mage of free Ren's world's vocabulary. It doesn't. And any mage who actively uses the phrase never should be scorned as a incompetent, as an idiot, as someone who doesn't deserve magic. Because there's no two ways about that. And again, this elf bitch, like, elf bitch clearly knows that this is the case. I don't remember her name. Somebody will remind me of her name. I'm just gonna keep calling her elf bitch. Because frankly, she is a bitch. She treats free Ren like dirt, even though free Ren is fucking fantastic. And frankly, again, stuck up elf trope. But so anyway, this elf bitch even says, "Oh, free Ren, you are why I will never retire. You are constantly showing that with enough time and enough power and enough magic, that even the laws of nature in the world can be turned on its head, and I will never retire." Which means she understands the very concept of magic. She understands that free Ren is doing what is expected. Free Ren is actually actively doing exactly what mages in the free Ren universe are supposed to do, which is break reality, change reality to suit their whim, their need, their desire. That is what they are supposed to do. That is what they're meant to do. So again, it's clear that Elf Bitch understands that, but the fact that she let people proctor her exam for this magic license system, the fact that she let people proctor for this exam don't understand that basic fundamental of how their magic system works, just screams to me as either a massive world plot hole or frankly a indictment against that particular mage. You've clearly failed. As a mage, you have failed in your entire life's work, because you should know that anything is possible with magic, so long as you have the power and the belief. Again, Freerin can defy the laws of gravity. Magic defies the laws of gravity. It defies the laws of physics several fucking times. Magic and Freerin literally can create things from nothing and actually erase things into oblivion, which again shouldn't be possible, but it is because magic. And so again, if you're going to use magic, the words never or impossible should frankly never be in a magician's vocabulary, because magic makes the impossible possible. It makes reality. It changes the very fabric of reality. And especially in something like free Ren, when that's already established as part of the actual functioning of the magic system, for a mage of that skill, of that caliber, to say, "Oh, this can never happen," shows a insane lack of stupidity, failure, or just sheer ignorance about something he does not get to be ignorant about. You don't get to proctor an exam where you get to decide the fate of other magicians and whether or not they can be professionals or they can get this special title. You don't get to proctor this exam without understanding the fundamentals of what you're teaching. And it's clear he doesn't. Or at the very least, he has forgotten it so bad that frankly he needs a remedial course. Um, there's other anime that there's other anime that do this trend, like the Akashic Records. Like for example, the teacher comes in and talks to the students about different spells and how the incantations and like changing where the incantations work or like the syllables in the incantation, how changing those will affect how the spell works. That's another really great example of what I'm talking about. Is magic is a reality is a to put it simply, it's a reality changer. It literally changes the very fundamental nature of reality. I can't. It's like, oh, like oh, hear me, thunderous sprites. Inflict these enemies with your static shocks, something. And then the way you intone the spell causes different reactions. You can have the spell range short. You can cause the spell to veer off to the left instead of hitting dead on. Like again, there's all these different ways to influence the spell based on how you say the incantation, which again kind of harkens back to my original point, which is belief in a magic in a spell will change the very fundamental nature of it. Because again, you have like people people can say, oh well, they tested that, this, that, or the other. There's a million and five things you could do and say to kind of justify that. But again, someone had to do that. Someone had to put that effort into saying a spell wrong and then catalog the reactions. And then not only did they have to catalog the reactions, they then had to um, of course, um, document those reactions, um, catalog them, and then document the tones that were used, the way each spell was intoned. But again, this also means that with the right chant or the right incantation, you can fundamentally change a lot about the spell. You can change entire like how a spell entirely functions, and this is a commonplace thing. So again, the concept of impossible or could never happen should really never be in your language, because it's just a matter of, oh, I haven't figured it out yet, but there is, it's magic. Just give me time. Um, and again, this is a common it's a common trope in a lot of magic anime and in a lot of fantasy that really bothers the shit out of me, because again, it's like, bro, if you say shit is impossible and you use magic, you have fundamentally just ruined magic. Because again, magic defies physics, it defies reason, it defies logic. Because magic is magic. Now, you can say that, oh, well, with a great enough understanding of magic, you can, manipulate it, you can change it, you can this, that, and the other. You can do all that with, oh, well, with my, different fundamental understanding of how magic works, yada, yada, yada. Okay, great. But never should still not be a word you use. Like impossible should never be in your dictionary, in your lexicon, because it just is no longer true. Either magic is the epic, force that we all think it is, and this, cosmic force of change and of good and of, just sheer mind numbing awesome, or it's not. And frankly, not interesting. You can't, like, again, in this, you can't have your cake and eat it. Because in any world where there's magic, you will constantly create magic to learn something new. For example, Harry Potter does this all the time. People invent spells to do things. Oculus Reparo. Do you think Hermione Granger just happened to know that such a spell existed? No. She found such a spell. And why does such a spell exist? Because somebody with glasses one time broke his glasses, couldn't afford new ones, and literally threw enough magic and enough time at the problem. Gonna fuck all that. I'm not waiting over there. Like Kennedy? I got someone who grew up on the farm that does. I can't relate to that. So, again, a spell like Oculus Reparo, well, yeah, it's a fun spell and kind of nifty, fixes glasses with magic. Again, here's the thing: is I don't disagree with you, but again, magic would have the magic wouldn't have existed for all time because glasses are a fairly relatively new invention, and frankly, would be a relatively new invention even in wizarding times because your eyes just suck. And again, so repairing glasses would have been something not needed until somebody couldn't afford to buy replacements. Like, imagine a Weasley having to buy hand me down glasses or having to get hand me down glasses and then fucking broke that shit. Like, yeah, someone like a Weasley would have invented a glasses repair spell. Why? Because I don't have the money to buy new glasses because glasses are fucking expensive. Like, that's where a spell like Oculus Reparo would have come about. In Freerun, there's literally a spell to clean clothes down to the molecule. Again, why does such a spell exist? Because people are dirty. Because the need to clean clothes and the amount of time it would have taken back then, as well as the lack of availability of soap in that world, would have necessitated the creation of such a spell. An esoteric spell of mind numbing simpleness, sure, but an ultimate life saving spell. Again, people like love Freerun because she finds the quirky spells, the spells people forgot. No, she collects pragmatic spells. All of the spells she collects have a very pragmatic purpose, a very sensible purpose, and are meant to be used in everyday society. The spell of growing flowers. Why do you want to grow flowers? Because maybe those flowers have a healing property. Maybe you need the flowers to grow so that you can have bees flock to your fields and then thus create apiaries and things like that. Again, Freerun understands the fundamental use of magic is to be a tool to enrich people's lives. And frankly, I think that's why most people hate her for it, is because they've only figured out how to use magic to kill people, to hurt people, or to be self-serving. Freerun studies magic that is universally. not just for combat, but also for practical applications in the everyday world. So, I mean, again, free rent is fantastic, but this is the problem I have. This is a problem I have with all Magic games and all fantasy settings in general. Is people actually utter the fucking phrases impossible? It's like, bro, Magic exists in the world. Nothing is impossible. Stop. Stop. Just stop. It's a lie. It's lazy. It's not even halfway. It's not even a halfway good lie. It's just being lazy. And again, it's like, sure, are there spells that are probably not you're not going to see in your lifetime? Of course. Are there spells that are so dangerous as to be basically going to kill yourself if you cast them? Sure. We can all agree that such a spell probably, hell, I can almost guarantee it exists. But again, anything is possible. That spell existing doesn't mean that, oh, it's impossible to cast that spell. It's no, at your current level with your current physique or something along those lines, you are physically incapable of casting that spell. Okay, that's fine. Being incapable of casting a spell. It happens to everybody. But to say, oh, this is impossible, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the actual fuck up. It's bad writing, it's lazy writing, and it's bad world building. Like I hate the shit out of it. I just hate the shit out of it. Why I can't recruit her yet, I don't know, but fine. But I mean, that's my massive fucking rant over. But again, my points are still valid. Is that in a world like Free Run, in a world like Harry Potter's, in any setting where magic exists, the words impossible should not be something that people say regularly or with any kind of. Now it should now improbable, unlikely, I doubt it, they probably lack the ability. All of those are perfectly acceptable. Like there's a million and five better ways to say it better than, oh, this barrier will never crack. The whole of reality would come apart if this barrier were to crack because I apparently am Mr. Shit Kicker Wizard and I am the final authority on what is and is not possible given magic and fuck you in whole like worldview and experience. Apparently. It's not true. Not true. It's not kind of true. It's not even a little bit true. It's never been true and it never will be true and that's okay. It's just this really bugs me and like I know oh, don't fucking let it bug you. It's just a dumb show. It's like, yeah, okay. But as a writer and as someone who routinely develops magic systems, I never approach it going, my characters could never do this. Or, oh, this will be or this will be an impossible task. It may be a Herculean task, maybe a Sisyphean task. There's a million and five different ways it could be, but impossible never a concept I run. It is never something I let in my world because again, if the world has magic, the word impossible, because magic defies reality, defies. Otherwise, it is magic. It is science you have not understood. And again, if that's the ultimate like point of your story, like oh, there's no such thing as actual magic. It's all just science you don't understand yet. Cool. I love those kinds of stories because they're great. They're a lot of fun. But if that's not the story you're telling, you need to be damn sure your magic system and your characters and your wizards understand that, yeah, they could literally do anything. Raise the dead, fucking pull the moon out of the sky. Again, no, it shouldn't be easy. Like people like mistake impossible for like if I make something like I say it's impossible because they should never be able to do it. Or I say it's impossible, or it can never happen because holy shit, I don't want that to happen. Okay, that's fine. You can still have that and actually still write a fairly compelling magic system. Yes, heavy magic like that should cause a problem. In fact, a perfect example of that, Larry Correia. Larry Correia writes a series called Monster Hunter International. Um, one of the in the very first book, Owen's Zastava Pit breaks time. Again, something everybody thought was impossible, but he does it. He breaks time and space and like he breaks time. Literally just rewinds it 5 minutes and breaks it. And everybody in the world experiences this glitch and like it's like a huge like world news event. Okay, but look at what had to happen. He had to be born a chosen one. He had to be specifically raised in a certain way. There was another person who had to be chosen as well, who had to meet him on this very specific place to do this very specific thing. Like, again, all of these dominoes had to fall into place to make this one moment a reality. And and sure, in normal world we would say, "Oh, that's impossible. It could have never happened." But it did though. But it like 100% did though. And we need to understand that that's the reality of it. Is yes, this thing we thought was going to be impossible is not impossible. It actually happened, and yeah, does it scare the shit out of us? Sure. Will it ever happen again? Probably not. Or will it happen in like 500 years or take an incredibly long time and again another incredibly bizarre aligning of the cosmos to happen again? Sure. But again, rewinding time for 5 minutes took a monstrous effort. I mean, hell, look at Marvel. The Infinity Gauntlets literally defy the laws of fucking reality by making it their own. But again, look at all that had to happen. Look at all these movies and all these people had to go through to make one this one thing. Look at all of look at all that Thanos had to do to get the Infinity Stones, get the Infinity Gauntlet, to make the Infinity Gauntlet, find people who would be able to get him all the pieces. Look at all he had to give up. Like, yes, love, like, we can argue all day till we're blue in the face about his love of Gamora, whether he actually loved her, what fucking sick and twisted kind of love it is. We could all argue that all day, all in the face until crazy. But again, look at what he had to do to get the gauntlet and to get the stones. That was a Herculean task by any one stretch of the definition. It's insane what he had to do and what he had to go through and what he had to put together and make work. Did it. And what did he do it for? For one moment in time. One moment in time where he really changed reality. I think that yes, if you want to do something as fucking insane as getting rid of half the population of the universe, which is what he actually did, is to literally get rid of half of the population of the universe. Yes, you should have to go through a damn Herculean trials. You should have to. It should be required to access great and terrible magic. Great and terrible magic should not be readily available to everyone. It should not come at no cost. And frankly, the universe should have to cheat. The universe should have to bend sticks and force realities that weren't possible in order to make that happen. But again, the words never not really exist in a magic system at all. Again, either it's magic, so everything's possible, not magic, and therefore are impossible. It is impossible. There are impossibilities with some science. Now, granted, the whole point of science is that yes, it is impossible right now with the technology we have, with the data we have, with the understanding of the subject matter as we have it. For example, people used to say it's impossible for human beings to fly. We have planes. We have made the impossible possible. And again, all that was lacking, it was not an actual fundamental rule of the universe that we couldn't make it happen. It was simply a fact of we didn't have enough information, we didn't have enough data, we didn't have enough at the time. Magic, that shouldn't happen. Now, frankly, I have issues with a lot of magic systems for a lot of other reasons. One of my biggest issues with like the Harry Potter magic system is, frankly, no diseases should exist fucking ever. Like, Harry Potter shouldn't have needed glasses. He has enough money that he should have been able to go to some magical doctor somewhere and regrown his eyeballs, or like got them super enhanced with magic. We know that's a thing because we watched somebody with a simple spell delete his bones. Again, flappy arm. We saw that. That happened. That was a reality. He has flappy bone. He has no bones. And that was a simple incantation. So there is no reason at all ever that that Harry should have been fucking eating glass. It just shouldn't have been a thing. Now again, story, yada yada. You argue with your mother, but it just shouldn't have been a thing, and that's okay. And like, I'm okay that it was, but let's be 100% serious here. In reality, it wouldn't be, because once we have the ability to regrow bones and like obliterate people's minds and memories. And yes, it is easier to destroy the mind and memories than it is to create them or to restore them. Fine, I get it. But after a certain level of power, really diseases just kind of disappear. Like, you should have a potion to cure Alzheimer's. You should have a potion to cure cancer. You should have a potion for every goddamn thing that has ever existed in the history of ever or ever will exist. And if you don't, frankly, you're either living in a magic system or magic society that is fundamentally retarded, and that's not going to apologize for my use of the word there because that's exactly what. Or don't have real magic. Frankly, and again, the cost. Again, unicorn blood. Yes, it's a terrible crime to kill a unicorn. Okay, why? Well, because they're really special creatures. Yeah, but why is it a crime to kill? Because it's bad. Okay. Like, yeah, okay. Bad argument. Bad writing. And then, oh, well, the life you live is a terrible life, a half life, a cursed life. But yes, drinking unicorn blood will save you even if you're on the brink of death. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm just saying, like, I'd take a half life over no life, as like, again, I can still live in a half life. I can't live with no life. And it doesn't make a lot of sense at the end of the day. And like, I think J.K. Rowling knows that because frankly she didn't create a complex magic. It's a very, very bare bones magic system, very simple magic system in that. But again, there's issues. But again, we forgive. We forgive because I'm a nice guy like that. But again, yeah. It don't work like that. Ethel, don't work like that. Um, and again, the whole fucking misuse of Muggle artifacts office. Again, frankly, that's the most that is hands down the dumbest thing in the Ministry of Magic. Is really, you fucking morons. Like, you haven't, your brains aren't mentally stunted. You, if you even cared a little bit about the survival of mages and the wizarding world, you would, of course, keep a very close eye on what humans were developing. Like wizards should have the Spy Kids microwave. And I know you all know what I'm talking about, and those of you who don't, I can't help your lack of culture, and I feel, but like, every single household should have, including the Weasleys, should have the goddamn Spy Kids, fucking the goddamn the Spy Kids fucking microwave. That should be a standard in homes. Guns should be a standard in the wizarding world. Granted, they probably do something like super cool, like shoot curses at people. Like, that's dope as shit. Like, that'd be tits. Like, I have a gun, I shoot a curse at you. Like, that's dope as shit. And frankly, really how it should work. But again, eh, makes no sense, and that's okay. Again, we forgive J.K. Rowling because she didn't know what she was making at the time. She didn't know how fucking. So she also didn't really try to have a compelling magic system. Made a simple magic system for kids because that is her target audience, and that's okay. I still have my issues, but again, I understand that these are my issues. Subject material. I understand that I'm the one who's kind of fucked up here. Still, it is what it is. Um, but so, and look, a lot of people like really have issues with this, but like, going back to free run specifically, because watching free run again, I got so angry, and it's like again, this fucking dickhead, Proctor was like, oh, hey, you, tell me, what is the name of that trainee? Her name is Freerun. That's the mage who was with the heroes party. Yes, it is. And she had this ancient holy symbol on her. It's like, bruh, you mean to tell me not only are you stupid enough to utter the phrase, it's impossible in a magic world, that literally magic functions on belief. Not only are you that fucking stupid, you're also dumb enough that you did, or incompetent enough that you didn't check who was taking your fucking exam. My brother in Christ. How do you not know who's taking your How do you not know who's taking your exam? How do you not know where they came from when taking your How do you not know this? How is this not the first fucking, like, how do you not get a packet or a scroll or a fucking message spell saying, "Oh, hey, just a heads up, Riren, the fucking mage who helped defeat the fucking Demon King, yeah, she's taking our fucking exam. We should just pass her because it's fucking Freeren." Also, in any world, where the heroes party is well known enough that they are people to be recognized, or the names are good enough to be recognized, there should be no excuse for them not to be A, recognized by sight, but B, you should know all their names. Children should be born after these people. Like, people should be born and literally have names after these people. We have people named fucking Shakira. We actually outlawed people from naming their children Adolf. Like, people can't name their kid Jesus, but they name him Jesus, so they get close. Like, again, Freeland is that much of an important historical figure that people should be named after her. You best believe there were people named John Quincy Adams. Best believe that there were people named George after George Washington. Again, this is not a debate. This is not a theory. This is not. There are literally people named that for a reason. People are named after historical figures all the fucking time. And in fact, it is insanely common. Like, it is incredibly insanely common. Literally, keep the name Joan in France after the Virgin Joan of Arc, the savior of France, the Maid of Orleans. Literally, people were naming their daughters after her. People named their daughters and sons Artemis after the Greek goddess of the hunt. People have named their kid Percy in honor of Perseus. I am convinced there's at least one or two other Heracles or Hercules in the universe. I'm convinced people name their kid Hercules. People name their kid Jason after Jason and the Argonauts. I 100% believe that people name their kid Odysseus. Like, this is not new. This is not uncommon. So people, after Freeran and the Heroes Party defeated the demon, there would 100,000% be Freerans roaming around the universe. Like, that's not a realistic world if she's not getting household names. I'm convinced there were clerics. Like, I'm convinced that the holy man, the priest, as weird of a priest as he might have been, and as much shit as Freeran talks on him, I'm convinced he had people named after him. I could almost see why you would. I could almost see the, oh, you want to come into our priestly order. Well, you have to take on one of the priestly names, or be sponsored by one of the noble priestly figures of the past. And oh, well, I pick this priest of the Heroes Party. That's just that's just a reality. It would have to happen. And if you're telling me it never did, you're fucking lying, or you're bad at story. Either way, it's. I know I sound very passionate about this, and I know, frankly, a lot of you have probably checked the fuck out, but it bothers me. And the reason it bothers me is actually not for the reason you. I actually understand. I understand the writing. I understand that this would be common. I understand that this should be commonplace. The fact that it isn't is actually a problem, because we're all smart enough. We should expect our media to treat us smarter than that. And again, like, some of these things are just writing. And what's worse is it's lazy writing with no need. Like, again, the Freerun anime never needed to have guys that would utter the phrase, "Oh, this is possible," because frankly, they know better. They know better. They know it's not impossible. And so, again, we could literally just have them say, "Oh, it's fucking Freerun. Of course she did this." There's no reason ever for fucking, like, the world of Freerun to ever utter the phrase "impossible." Not as a mage, not as a caster, just not a thing they should utter, because it just doesn't work. Um, Now, again, did I get online just to rant for better part of an hour about magic systems and their poor use of verbiage? Not really. Again, as you see, I am actively playing this game, and I do survival games, and frankly, I really do hope there is a or a State of Decay 3 coming out, because this game is fucking awesome. I hope they do a lot more of the building stuff and the making stuff and survival aspect. Because eventually, after a certain point, once you get a big enough building, it just becomes, yeah, I can survive anything. So now I'm just going out and fucking with people. Like, I'm going out to fuck with zombies because I can go out to fuck with zombies. Like, again, I have a jugger. Like, so that juggernaut back there, after a certain point, it goes, oh well, I have enough explosives, I have enough ammunition that's not a fucking problem ever. Beef. High temperature zombies have ended. Um, but again, it's something I noticed, and frankly, I'm actually genuinely curious. What do you all think? Like, like, what's your opinion on that? Are you okay with the idea that some magic is impossible to do? Are you more like, oh well, super powerful magic should come at a cost? Like, where do you guys draw the line? Because frankly, I am interested. I know my delightful friend Callie, she actually really hates magic because she does want it to. She comes like hating magic might be a little strong. Absolute fucking dickhead. So man, man, haha, cocksuckers, the both of you. Um, but I'm genuinely curious what you think. I know my friend Callie. Yeah, she says she doesn't hate magic, but she wants it to have a cost. And like she comes from the like Call of Cthulhu tabletop setting. So like, yeah, when she says she wants a cost, she wants you to go fucking crazy. She wants you to lose your soul. She wants you to lose your mind and become a fucking gibbering mouther. Essentially, she wants you to suffer. And she's, you know, again, this is just her, and again, nothing against her. That's how she wants her magic. Fine, that's how she wants her magic. I get it. But she has real issues with magic systems that are not like, damn. God damn it. Ooh, God damn it. Jesus. You got wrecked. But so again, my dear friend Callie, I love her to death. She's great, but yeah, she wants people to fucking suffer. Like she damn sure wants you to like fucking like pay for your goddamn magic, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that in the slightest. It is. And again, it's no, it's where her and I constantly have like disagreements because again, eh, like I don't think magic should be that costly because frankly, once it's that costly, does it really? And to be fair, this is actually where me and Larry Correa kind of disagree. And again, Larry Correa is a fantastic author. I highly recommend the Monster Hunter International series. It's one of the best book series I've ever read. But again, so he one of his books, Monster Hunter Memoirs, specifically Sinners and Saints. You find yourself in New Orleans, and part of his setting is that the idea that magic is real causes actual problems. And that the more people that believe in magic, believe in old ones, and yeah, old ones is in Call of fucking Cthulhu. But the more people that believe in that shit, the more people will use it. Again, if people realize that, oh, I can just, sacrifice a chicken to these dark gods and all my dreams will come true. Yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking do that. Why wouldn't I fucking do that? Like that is the only logical conclusion. Like And yeah, I do agree that people would be like that. 100%. 100%. But at the same time, and again, New Orleans, everybody believe in the voodoo. People believe in the hoodoo. So again, you have a city where people know voodoo exists, know hoodoo exists, and yet not everybody is for practicing is a practitioner. Everybody knows a practitioner, or like practitioners are seen by everybody and understood that, yeah, are you gonna fuck with that guy's house? You probably shouldn't. It's a fucking hoodoo witch doctor's house. Well, I want to go fuck with it anyway. Then you're fucking stupid. And I'm not responsible for your stupidity when you get your fucking head shrunken. Or if they turn or if they turn you into a zombie, or if they summon acid dart frogs to eat you alive. You did that to yourself and you kind of deserve that. You fucked up. And yeah, it's definitely like, again, it's very much a like you know, it's oh well, what is it? Parades. Like New Orleans has a ton of parades. Um, some official and some are what's called second line, where they're just random fucking parades and inconvenience everybody, or so at least it's said in the book. I don't know. I've never been to New Orleans. I have distant relatives out there. I know that, but again, I've never been. But in the story, it's like, oh well, we don't like this particular group who perform, who have parades. So we're going to hire a voodoo priest to make it so none of their instruments are in tune ever. Like they're going to perform their parade and all of their instruments are out of tune and not shit they can do about that. Ah ha ha. And then of course that same band goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, they did that to us. So, okay, we're going to hire a voodoo priest to make it so that their float is attacked by zombies." You know, again, shit like that happens all the time. And then again, the magic system, yeah, or like messing with magic, especially the magic of the old one, makes you fucking crazy. It actually turns you into a murderous psychopath. It is very much that don't tempt me, Frodo. I would take this ring with the most noble of intentions, but through me it would do unspeakable evil. It's very much that kind of logic. And that works. That works as a storytelling angle. And frankly, it's a storytelling. Oh, I love it. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. Now let's on board. Let's go. But again, that's his universe and his magic system and how he wants his work. I think that's a great idea. And it's like, oh well, it's like for instance, one of the like a monster hunter like who know better, who's like really knowledgeable. His wife, quote unquote, dies, and his wife dies, and he learns of a ritual to bring her back to life. And he casts this ritual. There's this huge big thing. Now, technically, it didn't work. But the reason the ritual didn't work, you, you're, what the fuck? I, anyway, now, reason it doesn't work is actually kind of interesting because she's not dead. But it's also because he was lied to that that's what the spell was supposed to do. Like he fell victim to someone else's trap, and that's brilliant. I love that shit to pieces. I love that shit to pieces. Where yes, somebody thinks they know more than everybody, and so yeah, they tend to do something stupid. It makes a lot of sense. It's very human. Again, uh, you know, careful monster hunters for unless she becomes that kind of dive turkey. Um, Anyway, so again, with magic systems, like yes, there should be like magic should either not be available to everybody or should be so mundane that yes, everybody has it. Everybody would have it. If you want a complex magic system, okay, fine. If you want some people to have it, great and fine. Again, you need to kind of explain that in your magic system of like why certain people have it and why certain people don't. Um, like in X-Men, which yes, I know a lot of people go, well, X-Men isn't magic. It's fucking magic. Again, the ability to defy the laws of physics, like fucking Wolverine can do, like Charles Xavier can do, the ability to defy laws of physics and nature, definitely put it in the magic category. And that's okay. Like, you don't have to agree that it's magic. Again, not asking for your agreement, I'm stating the facts. But again, it's you have to have this special gene, you have to be a mutant, you have to have access to it. Or if you're not a mutant, you have to have this very special birth and this very special set of circumstances happen to you. Again, there's all these rules manipulate. And I'm all for that shit because that shit makes for good reading, good television, and again, it's good. It's all around good. And so, I love having that kind of shit. That kind of shit is just brilliant. But again, let me know what you guys think, down in the comments or, and find a way to DM me. Let me know what you guys think. I'd really love to pick some of your guys' brains because I know what I like in Magic Systems. I know what I don't like in Magic Systems. I know, like I've written, and created so many. I well understand what I do and don't like. I do I do like Magic Systems that cover something. Patricia Briggs, she writes occult romance novels. Um, her her magic system is based off of witchcraft and witches. And again, you could be a white witch. You can be a good witch. You're not very powerful, and evil witches are constantly hunting you because um, they can actually like siphon off power from you because they literally feed off of your pain, your suffering, your blood. So can literally do horrible shit like that. Wizards work with the physical world objects, bending spoons, what have you, um, telekinesis, that kind of thing. But again, um, wizards are incredibly rare, even magical kind. Um, have all these different magical entities and classifications, and again, it's all unique and it all has interesting potential. And there is actually cost. Like there's cost associated with magic. So again, a lot of people like. I know I really like it. Um, she's definitely one of my favorite. She is not one of. She is my favorite occult fiction author. Mostly she's what Stephanie Meyer tried to be. Stephanie Meyer wrote a really shitty romance novel and a really shitty occult fiction novel. Um, Patricia Briggs wrote brilliant occult fiction. Just happened to make it romance. Um, because again, she took the time and she treated both with respect. Like that's the thing is both the romance aspect and the occult fiction are treated with respect. Stephanie Meyer did not treat the occult fiction with not even a little bit, not even pretended to. Um, just she failed at all levels. And again, because of the audience it was written for, people who didn't really anyway, so couldn't really tell you what a bad book is a good book. She made fucking billions or millions of dollars. So, you know, kudos to her. Everybody strikes lightning once. Guy who fucking invented a Snuggie is laughing his ass all the way to the bank, despite the fact that a Snuggie is the dumbest fucking invention ever. Because again, it's a robe you just put on backwards. And if you want a Snuggie, buy a robe and put it on backwards. Costs you less. would still like to know what you guys think. I would like to know what you guys, how you guys feel about certain magic systems, or you guys have even thought this hard about magic systems. Um, I will admit I do have a soft spot for soft magic systems. I I don't want to phrase this. I do like when magic has rules. I don't want those rules to be complex. I want those rules to be simple. Reason I want them to be is because the more simple a magic system is, the more insane you can get with it. And I know that sounds contradictory to everything I've lived, but it's true. The more simplistic your magic system, the more flexible or wiggle room it has. And that shit is I love magic systems that are simple as fuck and yet are compelling. Because again, you get stuff like fairy tale. Fairy tale is a soft as shit magic system. Basically, anybody can have magic. It can be any kind of fucking magic you want it to be, and again, your power is based on your fucking skill. Can I have magic that, like, lets me use my chest as an art easel? Yes. Can that magic be powerful? Certainly. Is it goofy as fuck, and will I be laughed at every opportunity? 100%. I have smoke magic. I can do things with pipe smoke. Is that very niche? Yes. Kinda dorky and not really like the greatest thing in the world. Sure. Is it fun? 100%. Like, are you kidding me? If you told a bunch of stoners that they could have magic where like they would become like stronger the more they smoked, I guarantee you we'd have a bunch of people smoking or out smoking Snoop Dogg on the reg just to become super strength. Like, if you like made that a reality, that a bunch of stoners could gain super strength or super speed or even super intellect just from smoking that wacky tobacco. Yes, I purposely said so fucking dumb just to get a reaction. But if you were to tell a bunch of people that they could do that shit, yes, they would. Yes, in a heartbeat. Yes, twice on something. Like, it's not a question. It's not a debate. This is just the objective reality. Is people would do that shit because it's funny, because it's awesome. So why not? Really, no consequence for it. Shit. Abandon that car. God damn it. No, there's a car down here. Fuck's sake. Um, yeah, so again, I love Magic System. I always have. Um, I write I write a ton of fantasy. I love just seeing what magic can do, exploring what magic can do. Frankly, just having fun with it because magic is awesome, and magic should be awesome as shit because it's fucking magic. Like, if magic is not the coolest thing in the world, I don't know how to help you. Like, I'm just sorry, really and truly. If you don't think magic is the most dope fucking thing in the world, I don't know how to help you. And I want you to get help. Like, because there is something wrong with you. Like, I'll even settle for science. Science is the most dope shit in the world, according to you. Cool, great. That's awesome. Because again, the only difference between magic and science is we understand science. We do understand magic. But again, I digress. And yes, these are purely my opinions. No, I don't think anything less of people who, disagree with me. Yes, I encourage disagreement because disagreement leads to thought, thought leads to ideas, ideas to improvements, and improvements lead to everybody's life getting better. At least that's how it fucking should go. I understand that that is not how it goes all the time. Yeah. Is it a damn shame that it doesn't always do that? Yeah. I wish like hell that would change. Damn Skippy. You bitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just join my fucking party. Sure. I hear you. All right. So I need to wrap up. Gotta get me some ammo. Saddle up, partner. Bring jerky and ammo. Lettuce. Lettuce. It's a vegetable cookie. The men need the four basic food. I got you four basic food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. Definitely take this. Apparently, that's all I got. It is all over, girl. And this will know whether you better, but. All right, let's go. We go to the plane that crashed. Yeah. We go to the plane that crashed. Oh shit! I hate these curveballs. Like they don't do anything for me. Bitch! Shut up. Bah. It's a juggy. I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Still one of my favorite X-Men movies of all time was X3. So good. Like people can say, "Oh, it's bad. It's not." It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. It was so freaking good. The fact that you don't know, like the fact that people don't understand how good it actually was is actually really sad. Because again, those first three X-Men movies were good enough to spawn the franchise that we have. Like without those first three X-Men movie, which again was one of the first time they took comic book movies seriously. Like that and Blade was them taking comic book movies seriously. And yes, Blade was a comic book. Literally had the Marvel flashing in front of it and the comic book. But again, that was the though again, them taking comic book movies seriously, such a breath of fresh air. Because when they didn't take us seriously, we got things like Adam West's Batman. Now look, people can say, "Oh, well, Adam West's Batman was awesome." Okay, fine. But a goofy. Like you're not going to sit there and tell me that it weren't goofy as shit. I really should have brought a partner. Are you fucking serious right now? Lady? Rudolph, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Rudolph. But yeah, definitely like just again, I think everybody should go watch Free Run. It's a cool anime. Very beautiful storytelling, very beautiful world. Like the art is fantastic. The action is like one of the best anime I've gotten in the last 5 years. And I would put that with anything you name. My Hero Academia, One Piece, fucking Bleach, new, 1,000 Year Blood War arc. Again, Free Ren was just such a and frankly refreshing because again, we've all seen the hero's journey story. We've all seen it till we're blue in the fucking face. We haven't seen what happened after that. I think, frankly, we needed. Like, I think seeing seeing a world after the hero probably. Yeah. You have nothing of value. Absolute useless bit. Good to know. Ah. Oh, holy shit. That's kind of cool. Like, having the trouble. Uh, oh. Fucking Christ. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Injaya, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, Juan. Let's get going. Come on. Gotta get going. Uh-huh. Now, we don't have a screamer over here. Talk to Juan. Excuse me. Small scratch. From now, if it not high. Try to try. Talked about. Now, nosebleed. Pressure. Oh shit. Tell me what you done bad. That I'm not your brain. I could be somebody else. Am something? I run, do I rip? Stop you right there. Just back. Your pride, your side, but you better fall back. I smile. Help them. You double it for me. I don't work for. Can't help well, you know the fee. Snake like you. Watch them die unless you do. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't dare. Quid pro quo, it's only fair. Bet my game the day we met. Bet. That's bullshit. Fucking die. Come on, you fuck. There you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. Good shot. That was actually really good. Rule one of archery and, frankly, handling guns in general: know what is behind your target. All right, let's see. Ooh, God damn it. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Tell me nothing. Shut up. In the way. Right, give me just 1 second. Watching some YouTube in the background. Got the YouTubes going. It. Ugh. Uh, hey, Jambos, one bolts. Jeez Louise. All right. Oh, come on, the fuck on! Too many Zambos. Ah, Shut up. Oh, Jesus. Uh, Jesus. That was rough. Sorry, guys. I like hyper focus for that one because I was just getting wrecked. Like my whole hole. I just got fucking slobber knocked. No, no slow down, amigos. No slow down ever, amigos. Nope. Jeez Louise. All right. Ah, I got unstuck eventually. Fucker. Come on, bitches. Come on, bitches. Come on, bitches. Damn, this is like one zombie just will not get hit by my car. Beady, 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 beady. Nothing more to find here. Nothing more to find here. Cannot find no shit here because it's all gone. You took it all in. I need more survivors so then I can take bigger places over. Like the goddamn military base. I need to kill the zombies because they're also fuckers. A bunch of fuckers. I hate you all so much. You're all ugly bitches. I hate you with a passion. Got you splattered because you're a bitch. Whoops. Outerwear. Yeah, I'm out of door. All right. Come on. Get lucky. Ooh, get lucky. Really what it's all about. Get lucky. Ooh, get lucky. Something I can't do now. Johnny, I've been waiting patiently. Let me unlock your heart, boy. I think I got the key. Give me a clue. Tell me what I need. Get lucky with. Oh, honey, honey, give me a clue. Tell me what I need to get lucky with. Fuck you. Oh, hey, dead guy. I see a dead guy. It's scary skeleton. Shivers down your spine. Right. Boop, boop. No, I don't. I need to snort some coke. Don't actually. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay. Eh. Oh, no zombies? Oh, okay. Well then, fuck me, I guess, huh? Uh-huh. Beep, beep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Yeah. We are making sure that we can find all the cool stuff. Gotta get it. All the cool stuff. We need all the cool stuff because it's so freaking cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Gonna take the stuff now, 'cause I need the stuff now. Uh-oh. I made a noise, now I gotta run for it. Run like a fucking bitch because don't have much bullets no more. I use them all up. Hey, there's a fatty fat boy. I need to kill the fat boy 'cause he's fat and because he's ugly. Dead fatty fat boy. And I killed his whole face. Oh God, there's a juggernaut. Drive away right now. Gotta get away. Get back to base with all our cool stuff before this car blows us all the way fucking up because it's exploding in it. I don't need you to tell me that. Oh shit. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. 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 Wah, wah, wah. Beep, 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 beep. Gotta get, gotta stay hydrated. Hydrated, hydrated. Gonna stay hydrated. Oh. I need to find all the cool. Oh, it increased. Yeah. Gotta have food for food storage. Dude, that's a lot of fucking juggernauts. That's one, two, and then three. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't recall fucking asking. fucking die, you big fat bastard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Let's go. You know what? Okay, jeez Louise. Killing all the zombies is proving to be a challenge. So basically, no. I'll take more bullets and some more parts. Come on, let's freaking go. I gotta get some more guns and find some more settlers so I can take over the army motherfucking base because it's gonna so fucking cool. All right, let's drive. Ooh, ooh, get the fuck out. All right. I need one more person, and then I'm gonna come in here and take over that farm compound. Okay, hold on. I need to fucking figure that out. Cause I'm well and truly sick to fucking death of these curveballs. Like, bro, this is some bullshit. Stay in play. Okay. Never. Thank fucking Christ. Fuck you. Wait, what did that fucking say? Changes to balance will not affect. Ah, Dante's Inferno. Thank you for following. Thank you for joining the Legion of Patience. See, and again, we will enhancement surgery schedule. But welcome. Uh-huh. All right, so yeah, I don't know about having a minute, but no, we fucking don't. All right. What was it? All right, all right. I was side. Discover. That's here. No, thank you. I'm not gonna be playing much longer for one, but also, um, I mostly just like playing games with friends. But I appreciate it. Nice of you. Make that. Oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trust me with your zombie killing. Let's go get it. Right now. Right now. Up. Right now. You're not nice. You don't get to attack me, zombie. I attack you. Road racer, go road racer. Yes. Got milk. Gonna God damn it. Okay, I am going to pair this Jeep. All right, here we go. All right. All right, let's keep going. All right, we got it. Come on. Ugh. All right. We're gonna deposit that there. We're gonna deposit that in there. Fuel. Na 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 na. Da na na na. Fucking go. Yeah, that wasn't great. All right. Let's come on. Come here, you stupid bitch. Dude. Not actually serious. Huh? Why? 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 Why are you? God damn. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Come on. Hurry it the hell up. and I still can't recruit you for. Let's go. Bah! Oh, what? What do you mean I got no audio? No, no. What do you mean? I've been having. I've been. No. Are you serious? I thought for sure